Part of the things that we say in the workshop is that we consider a revocable living trust to be a complex tool for avoiding probate. Most of our clients can use simple tools to avoid probate, and we're happy to explain that to you at our consult or our workshop. I'm not going to talk about the simple tools right now. I'm going to talk about when do you use a revocable living trust for the purposes of avoiding probate. And let's start with the basics, and that is this, is that if you've got young kids, if you're a married couple and your kids are 5 and 7 and 11 years old, you are using a living trust to avoid you are using a living trust for estate planning purposes. You're using it, number one purpose, avoid probate just like anybody else. But the main reason you're using it for is that if both mom and dad pass away, you can't turn over your wealth to an 11-year-old child. Correct. You have a revocable living trust that states that if mom and dad pass away, then, and any of the kids are under the age of 25, their share of your estate will stay in your trust. It will be used to help them go to college, help them buy a car, help them buy a house, help them get married, and they don't get that money until they reach age 25. Now, 25 is just an age we pick out. Sometimes people say they don't get it till age 30. Sometimes people say they get half at 25, half at 30. But that's the reason you're using a trust in this situation is you're a young couple, you got young kids. Now, if you are doing estate planning and you want to include your grandchildren in your estate plan, they're 9 years old, 12 years old, we're using a living trust for the same purpose.
Exactly.
Then, if you own real estate in other states, that's when you're using a living trust. If you own a vacation home in North Carolina and you pass away, your kids will be doing probate for you in Florida and North Carolina. A living trust has the ability to avoid probate in both states. If you've got children that are spendthrifts, if you left them their share of your wealth when you pass away and they blow through it in a couple of years, well, then we're going to use a living trust that says their share of your estate is going to be doled out to them over a number of years, age 45 or 65, or equally in 10 equal annual installments, or with monthly allowance of $1,000, all options that we can go through with you.
And most of that has to do with adult kids with addiction.
Then another reason, if you have adult children who have alcohol or drug addiction issues, then that's a reason to use a living trust that money is doled out to them in a reasonable way that will help keep them on the straight and narrow. Mm-hmm. And by the way, when your kids have alcohol or addiction issues and you pass away, your trustee doesn't have to write a check to the child with addiction issues. Your trustee can write checks directly to the landlord, mm-hmm. can pay their cell phone directly, their electric directly, their car payment directly, their car insurance directly. Your trustee can do everything that needs to be done to keep a roof over their heads and give them a little bit of grocery money, if you know what I'm saying.
Correct. As well as the adult children that do not need their share held in trust, those children may receive it outright upon parents' death.
It can be different for different kids.
Correct. So you can have 4 kids, one can be held, the other 3 can get theirs, and that's the beauty of the trust.
Hey folks, my name is Tom Olsen. The name of the show is Olsen Law.